I'm not peaceful.
Deleted scenes that are later released are an ongoing trend in the entertainment world, whether for movies or TV shows. Due to various reasons such as appropriateness, time, and other factors, the original materials are edited meticulously, and because of this, multiple scenes are bound to be deleted. However, it has been seen that fans love watching these deleted scenes. It is almost like getting a unique glimpse into the narrative. Superhero movies in particular have a love-hate relationship with deleted scenes, since fans always want to know more. The recently released film Black Adam has some moments deleted that the fans would love to know about. So, here we are. Without further ado, here is everything you need to know about the crucial deleted scenes from Black Adam. But before we go into an explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin. The Justice Society of America and the interactions between them. The Justice Society of America, often known as the JSA, made their debut appearance on the big screen in the movie Black Adam, which featured Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as the DC movie's namesake anti-hero. Atom Smasher, Cyclone, Hawkman, and Dr. Fate make up the squad in the movie. JSA might seem brand new to people who don't read comic books, although it actually precedes the Justice League of America. The contemporary elite group of DC superheroes, the Justice Society, made its debut in an issue of All-Star Comics as a group of superheroes fighting supervillains collectively, which was a novel idea at the time. The JSA was the very first comic book superhero team. Dr. Fate, Hourman, the Spectre, Sandman, Atom, the Flash, Green Lantern, and Hawkman were the team's founding members. Although the Flash and Green Lantern are well known to many people, these were the characters' first iterations. The Flash was Jason Peter J. Garrick, and the Green Lantern was Alan Scott. Hawkman, Atom Smasher, Cyclone, and Dr. Fate make up the squad in the movie. Aldous Hodge, who portrayed Hawkman in the movie and is otherwise best known for his role in The Invisible Man, is the JSA's captain. Pierce Brosnan, a classic and suave former 007 actor, plays the beloved character of Dr. Fate. Quintessa Swindell took on the role of the Cyclone, a superhero who controls the wind. They, as Quintessa uses for a pronoun due to their non-binary status, gained fame for playing Anna in the movie Euphoria, so you have definitely seen them prior to playing Cyclone in Black Adam. Last but not least, newcomer and To All the Boys I've Loved Before actor Noah Centineo plays Atom Smasher, a superhero of the second generation with superhuman strength and size-increasing abilities. Dwayne Johnson acknowledged in an interview with a Playlist that, while stressing the role of Black Adam, he also pushed to have the Justice Society of America appear in the movie. But obviously, since the movie was mainly about Black Adam, compromises had to be made. Unfortunately, some JSA-related moments had to be removed from the finished product. Prioritization was one of the major difficulties in making a movie featuring Black Adam and the Justice Society and effectively launching them, according to Black Adam producer Beau Flynn in a conversation with Collider, since they needed to strike a balance between actually giving the viewers a sense of the Justice side's history and background and not presuming that they are already familiar with all of these characters. They actually filmed a lot of footage. However, they did need to edit a fair number of sequences to make sure Black Adam was taken care of. It is said that Black Adam, the movie, used to be much lengthier than the final cut-down versions was released. Cuts were also down to make sure Black Adam was the central focus of the movie and that the mood of the movie was exactly perfect, in addition to being necessary, because the movie was initially given an R rating. In the Collider interview, producer Beau Flynn added that they intended for this film to be an exhilarating experience from the moment one sat down up until the post-credit sequence. In order to save money, he added that these edits had to be made before the movie was sent for visual effects. Fun interactions between superheroes are always loved. It is always nice to see the heroes lounging about, cracking a joke or two, and in general bonding. It gives the audience a much better idea of their personalities and their team dynamics as a whole. For example, the Avengers do this exceptionally well, where there are entire segments of interactions between the various heroes. So it is definitely a shame that a lot of the JSA scenes had to be cut out from the film. It would be nice if these deleted scenes were released for audience viewing. The Rock, if you're watching this, the fans want this, man. Come on, maybe you could make it happen? However, Flynn hints in an interview with Joe Blow that the JSA has further appearances planned aside Black Adam. Flynn indicated that certain JSA characters might soon get spin-offs due to the opportunity afforded by streaming releases. The fact that there are so many possibilities for filmmakers to explore with these characters, according to him, is the most excellent thing about them. Thus, what viewers see of the JSA and Black Adam is the only tip of the iceberg. So it looks like good things are on the horizon for people who are fans of the Justice Society of America. The deleted post-credit scene deserved to be retained. Every superhero fan loves a good post-credit scene. If you ever go to the movie halls to catch a Marvel or DC movie, you'll notice that fans always sit through the credits in hope of catching a cool post-credit scene. Black Adam also had a post-credit, or rather a mid-credit scene that caused quite a stir, since it showed Henry Cavill returning as Superman. Fans were immediately interested in how Henry Cavill would play the beloved superhero in subsequent installments. However, another sequence featuring Dr. Fate was almost left in the film, so fans almost had another stinger to look forward to when the credits rolled. A second post-credit scene that suggested there might be more in store for the Justice Society's Dr. Fate in the DC universe was cut by the Black Adam production team. This comes as a more significant shock, primarily because in the movie's pivotal battle, Brosnan's Kent Nelson gave his life to help Hawkman beat the evil Sabbac and avoid his inevitable demise. Many people who were hoping to see DC's most well-known magic user play a more significant role in the future were shocked and disappointed to learn of his passing. Thus, this scene would probably give fans something to look forward to and be excited about. As per reports, it turns out that this second post-credit scene would have hinted at Dr. Fate's destiny in the DC universe. It reportedly got shot and then cut from Black Adam due to unknown reasons. The order of the two scenes is still unknown, although the scene would have accompanied Henry Cavill's Superman comeback stinger. This brief deleted scene takes place in a sandy setting during the daylight hours. The Dr. Fate helmet is seen sitting on top of the sand in the opening scene, which slowly pans up from the ground. The helmet of Fate is then picked up by a hand that enters the screen, but before the identity of the unknown person can be established, the image abruptly cuts to black. After Pierce Brosnan's hero made the ultimate sacrifice in the film's climax, Fate's helmet noticeably fell apart in Hawkman's hands. This tag may have been removed as a result of a change in the flick that caused the helmet to melt, or it may have just vanished before the appearance of the mystery hand in the sand. Although it is essential to note that the Dr. Fate actor and Black Adam director John Collet-Serra had previously said the door is open for the supernatural hero to return to the DC universe in the future, and not everything is as it seems, so fans definitely have something to keep an eye out for. The future of Dr. Fate in the series was obviously planned by DC, at least in part. However, it is possible that the role of the character was passed from Pierce Brosnan's Kent Nelson to one of the numerous other iterations of the character who have appeared over the years in comic books. The most recent and second longest running Dr. Fate was Khalid Nassour, Nelson's grandnephew, who was chosen by Egyptian gods to assume the role. It's possible that this character was the one who have succeeded Brosnan as Dr. Fate, even while this deleted scene undoubtedly hinted at a handover of the baton. The fact that it was deleted from the final version further adds to the confusion. Perhaps DC is reconsidering its decision to pass down the mantle and may decide to keep the former James Bond actor on staff for further roles. While the star has already made it known that the prospect of reprising its Dr. Fate role in a future production is on the table, it is still unknown if Brosnan would do so. He stated he believed the door to be open, although he doesn't know where it will lead. He is very pleased with his work as Dr. Fate and feels privileged to be part of the DC universe. According to Brosnan, who is about to enter his 70th year on Earth and has witnessed friends pass away, his character's death scene was particularly poignant. There was a profound melancholy. The company might wish to keep the actor around with a prequel or revival, as he has garnered a significant amount of attention as one of Black Adam's strongest features. However, there's always a chance that the move to drop the Dr. Fate tease isn't related to a change in the future schedule. In order to avoid potentially detracting attention from any of the pivotal moments, Warner Brothers and Dwayne Johnson may have preferred to keep the entire post-credit spotlight on their Henry Cavill surprise. Looking ahead, it's impossible to predict when Dr. Fate will next appear in the DC universe because there aren't any details of exact projects or productions where he may do so, with a possible exception of the upcoming Constantine project. However, there have been rumors that Black Adam spin-offs are already being developed, so perhaps he might fit in one of those. Did Dwayne Johnson force Warner Brothers to delete scenes from Shazam? In order to play Black Adam in the 2019 movie, the Red Notice actor and Warner Brothers had a contract struck in 2014 with a 2022 movie. The Rock made his DCEU debut as Black Adam. The 2019 movie Shazam was originally going to have the anti-hero as the major adversary, but as a result of Dwayne Johnson's recommendations, the company chose to make Black Adam a standalone film. The Rock clearly has a lot of say in these matters, plus his being a fan of the comic book character makes his opinions even more important. Thus, it is not altogether unimaginable that Dwayne Johnson did in fact have a role to play in deleting Black Adam-related scenes from Shazam. While Henry Cavill's return as Superman was highlighted in the film Black Adam, the comics depict Shazam as Black Adam's primary foe. Both characters have been linked together numerous times in comic books, and both derive their superpowers from wizards. After all of this, Shazam is not explicitly mentioned in Black Adam. Teth Adam only uses the word Shazam once during the transformation into Black Adam at the opening of the movie. What then was the rationale behind the filmmaker's utter disregard for Shazam's existence in the Black Adam movie? The Rock later made various adjustments to Shazam and Black Adam, but this is not brand new information. From convincing the producers to exclude some scenes to obtaining the anti-hero his own movie, he did it all. According to a recent article in The Wrap, the Jumanji actor allegedly persuaded the studio to cut a scene from the 2019 Shazam that would have introduced the DCEU villain Black Adam. Billy Batson and his family are pictured in the scene sitting on their thrones. This scene is now accessible online. They soon learned there is another person out there just like them because the throne is still vacant. The 2019 movie's producer was Peter Safran. Additionally, a source indicated that Johnson did not like the fact that Peter Safran was producing Shazam. He reportedly persuaded the studio to give Black Adam his own adaptation after learning that Safran would make the film. However, all's well that ends well since Black Adam got a badass movie out of all this controversy.
Black Adam. We're here to negotiate your peaceful solution.
How the producers selected the scenes to be omitted. Now that Black Adam has hit theaters, producers Beau Flynn and Hiram Garcia recently gave an explanation of how they decided which sequences to cut. As we already know, Black Adam features a number of brand new characters who joined the DC Extended Universe, in addition to Dwayne Johnson's titular superhero. 4 new superheroes from the Justice Society alone will be seen in theaters: Atom Smasher, Noah Centineo, Hawkman, Aldous Hodge, Cyclone, Quintessa Swindell, and Dr. Fate, Pierce Brosnan. It therefore comes as no surprise that Collider's own Stephen Weintraub learned that several scenes had to be removed from the film while speaking with producers Beau Flynn and Hiram Garcia. The producers had to make sure that they were keeping the integrity of the film intact while also cutting out parts that seemed too extraneous or unaligned with the larger plot progression of the movie. There was a lot of footage, so they had to be judicious with what they removed and what was kept in the movie. The idea was to focus primarily on Black Adam, since the movie was about him after all. In the end, Flynn and Garcia made sure they were giving the audience the action-packed experience they had promised by limiting the film to roughly 2 hours. They also had to ensure that the scenes that would be deleted were decided before the VFX work was added to make sure that the money was being utilized properly. Flynn and Garcia emphasized how meticulously they designed Black Adam to prevent the use of extensive visual effects in unfinished sequences. Before commencing the full flow of VFX, they made sure to have a lot of those cuts and everything straightened up. So many of those edits were made prior to the creation of the visual effects. Naturally, there were a few last-minute adjustments and cuts as well, but overall the procedure went according to plan. The film in itself is intensely entertaining. It has lots of action with almost no dull moments at all. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson shines in his element, portraying the character of Black Adam like it was second nature. Unfortunately, the movie was released at such a time when fans all over the world had been complaining of a superhero fatigue. But keeping that aside, this is a solid installment by DC, and with this movie, the DC Cinematic Universe has taken a step into a new era. As far as deleted scenes go, it goes without saying that the fans would love to see those scenes in some form. Maybe a director's cut of the movie involving all the scenes that were left out at the last minute, and the much talked about deleted Dr. Fate post-credit scene would be the way to go. What do you guys think? Tell us in the comments section down below. If you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.
The destroyer of this world.